What is going on, everybody? Today I'm going over BYND stock, ticker symbol BYND. Full disclosure, while I do not own this stock, I love their burgers and most likely I will start a forever, not forever, but long-term position for the next 10-20 years at least. I love BYND burger. That's the only non-meat that I eat. Not impossible. I choose BYND. For some reason, we're gonna go over the financial statements. Not for some reason, I'm gonna tell you why reason. But we're gonna go over the financial statement. We're gonna see what we see, and basically we're gonna get a better picture of BYND. I cannot find the fair value according to the Buffett formula because the earning per share is negative and the analyst projection for the next couple of years is also negative. We're gonna go over that, but we're gonna see if this is an option to buy at a price of around $170. And why I like BYND is, first of all, compared to the Impossible, while they both meat substitute, the BYND one is this one. Other than the protein, this is the key. No GMO, also not the key here. No soy, no gluten, also kosher, that's always a good thing. No soy, no gluten. And the Impossible is like they do have soy and gluten. If I remember correctly, don't catch me on this one. And this is why I like BYND in general between the two. I like how they taste, I like their burger, I like their breakfast and all that stuff. Dunkin' Donuts breakfast right here, BYND breakfast sausage. And also, yeah, you just go to the driver in Dunkin' and you get yourself a BYND sandwich. With that being said, let's get started with BYND. Yeah. I'm in Yahoo Finance, and again, Nasdaq is up 9 days in a row. Another all-time high. Seems like this market is just, doesn't matter what happens, it will keep going up. And let's focus on BYND. This is the stock BYND that we're talking about today, ticker symbol BYND. Price of 168 today. They have a very heavy short against them, which if you don't hold the stock, it's a good thing to start a position if you want to, before the stock will run up a lot. Down 2% today. Let's see what we got. 52-week range between $50, 48 to 220. So we are down about, let's say, 30% from the all-time high. Okay, that's a good thing because most of the stocks that I covered lately are at around all-time high. Market cap, while you are worried about this price, $170 almost, market cap is barely $10 billion. I'm saying barely because, it's not a lot in today's market. The 1 year target, they're expecting to reach 116. They're already past that. Earning is about 2-3 weeks from here, so this should be interesting. Last time they had earning 3 months ago, they dropped by 20%. I don't know what will happen next. This is interesting. They did a deal with Pepsi. Is BYND stock a buy after BYND Pepsi deal? I don't know, but I know they did a deal with Pepsi. I know they did a deal with McDonald's. I know they did a deal with Taco Bell. So I know they already are in place with Dunkin' Donuts. So all those are key. They're expanding to become, not now, but maybe 5 years from now, every 1 out of 2 fast food restaurants will sell BYND. Starbucks sell the Impossible, Burger King sell the Impossible. That they're competing with each other. So McDonald's decided to go with BYND, and Dunkin' is going with BYND compared to Starbucks and Burger King. It's just crazy. Then you can buy a lot of BYND in Walmart as well. Let's go over the financials and see what we got. For that, I want to show you in the analyst tab why I cannot do the value of the Buffett value. First, we saw the earning per share is negative, but if you look here, growth estimate for the next 5 years, they project to be a negative 224%. That's very, very, that's very, very bad. Very, very bad number. And I want to start a position, don't get me wrong. And that just goes to show you just have to, not have to, but just dollar cost average. If there's a company that you like to buy, I don't know, you want to invest for just $10,000 for the example, put 1,000. Next month, put another 1,000. Next month, another 1,000. Just average in. That's all. because if in the next 5 years they're projected to grow in negative 200%, and the price today is 170, then 5 years from now the price could be, I don't know, $50 or $100. It could be 1,000. That's why if I like a company, I just average in. But look at this. Next year they projected to grow by 150%. Okay, so a lot of people are loving their meat. They do. Corn here, they negative 24%. Next quarter, negative 100%. This quarter, negative 1,100%. It's all over the place. It's all over the place, and most likely they will be super profitable 5 years from now, and you will see Beyond Meat brand in every store and every other 1 out of 2 junk food places, fast food places, as I said. And you look here, and the analyst, you got 17 analysts covering Beyond Meat, average price 117. Someone said 57, highest is 170. We are at 170. I mean, it's not a lot of room to grow according to the analysts. Not that I care about the analysts, I don't listen to them. There's also, as I said, a giant short amount of short percentage against them. Doesn't mean you're gonna see a short squeeze. It can mean that for the next year or so, or plus it's just gonna slowly bleed down. That's another option. Don't always assume that the shorts don't know what they're doing. They know what they're doing a lot better than all of us retail trader. Look at this here. We got a downgrade basically 2 weeks ago. Maintain, hold, maintain, new, neutral. So no one is saying buy. This one downgrade to neutral, maintain, sell. I didn't even see one buy, and it's a shame. It's a shame. Could all the analysts be wrong? I doubt it. I'm sure they know a little more than me, at least at 170. You know, after earnings, it went from like 150 to 120, and now it's over the 150 that they dropped 20% 3 months ago. But in reality, everything went up a pretty significant amount in the last 3 months. Let's go over financials and see what we got with Beyond Meat. Yeah. I'm in the financial tab. Let's see what we got. Income statement. Total revenue. This and this are the same, so they haven't updated 2020. That's a shame. Haven't updated 2020. They will most likely update that after their earnings in a month from now. Let's see what we got. Total revenue. That's a good thing. Look at this. They jumped the last 3 years, 2017 to 19. The last went from 30 million to 90 million to 300 million. So they're jumping by 300% per year. That's insane growth. Don't get me wrong. They have insane growth. Just everyone are saying that they're going down. And because of that, well, no one knows the future. But as I said, just average into your position if you believe in the stock. But this is a very good number. From 30 million to 90 million, that's 300% growth in a year. And from 90 million to 300 million, it's another 300% growth in a year. I don't have 2020. Shame from that's shame. Gross profit also, look at this, went from negative 2 million to a positive 17 million to a positive 100 million in gross. 100 compared to 300, so they average about 33% gross compared to in 2019. I don't know what they have in 2020, but look at this. The net income, okay, it went from negative 30 million, another 30 million, 29, and then negative 12 million. They could either surprise us in the earning 2020 that they are finally positive, which is like, I don't know, 2-3 years earlier than expected. You know, it could be a huge surprise. It could be a huge surprise and do a short squeeze. That's an option, or that's what I see. If they went 3x in the total revenue and almost 3x to the good side in the diluted net income, I don't know. I don't know. It looks good. It looks good. So far, it looks good. From the finance, from all the analysts, and don't think that the analysts don't work with Wall Street, and if a short hedge fund saying to the analyst, this stock goes down, they all talk, it's all... I heard some guy said that Wall Street is a cesspool, and it's also a boys club, not a boys club, it's also a club that, you know, you're not invited. Everyone are in the know and you're not invited, basically. And that's by you, I mean the retail investors, you and me. They know a lot more than us, and don't think that if an analyst put a price target of, I don't know, $50, that doesn't mean that he thinks it's $50. Maybe his boss is a friend of a hedge fund short seller. All speculation, but that's what I think. Let's move on, because the finance seems good. Analysts are humans, and they seems bad. That's what I see. But numbers don't lie, people do. On my opinion. Let's move on. In the balance sheet, let's see what we got. Again, 2019. It's a shame that I can't really see 2020. But let's see what we got. Total assets. Again, look at this growth from 66 million to 133. That's 200% growth in a year. And from 133 to 450. That's how much is that? That's 4%, 400% growth. 400% growth from 2018 to 2019. I don't have 2020 numbers. That's amazing. They did 200% from this year to this year, and 400% from this year to this year. That's pretty good. If you look at the total liabilities, I'm looking here, total non-current debt, long-term debt, absolutely nothing. 20 million compared to 30 million. You know, if they bring some Beyond Meat snacks with Pepsi to the game, the Dunkin' Donuts, it's very popular, the Beyond Meat sandwich. Walmart sells Beyond Meat. That's McDonald's gonna start selling that. They are good. Taco Bell is gonna start selling them. They're gonna be very, very profitable in the future. And yes, there's insane amount of short sales. And yes, everyone are saying it's overvalued. Just do the opposite of the everyone and you will be good to go. But just average in your position. That's my conclusion. Pretty awesome number. Long-term debt 20 million compared to 30 million. That's absolutely nothing. And this is also awesome. 4 times the growth. Let's check the cash number. Okay, so I'm in the cash flow tab. Let's see what we got here. This is the same, so we're gonna focus on this issue of more stock. Diluted shareholders from 50 million to 300 million. Not good. I assume they did it to raise cash and then expanding. That's where they are. It's not good, but it's it's part of a growing company, of a start. They're still startup. They're still growing. They haven't been around the block for the last 50 years plus. I see companies that are still negative 20, 30 years ago to today, and that's not Beyond Meat. They're gonna be profitable, I assume, within a year, if not less. Just my opinion. Look at this issue of debt, 0 debt. They didn't take loan compared to $30 million that they took a year before that. That's good. They didn't pay a lot. They didn't do a lot of buyback. Free cash flow, negative 72 million compared to negative 60 million. Nothing, not a big deal to me. Yeah, issue of capital stock. Many companies are issuing more stock to dilute their shareholders and then getting more money into their, to expand, to do a deal with McDonald's or Taco Bell, or even produce more meat so Walmart can sell more in more stores. Takes money basically. Overall, I'm quite impressed with Beyond Meat financials. I'm not impressed at all with the analyst and the next 5 years projection. I'm gonna start a position. It has nothing to do with you. I just love the stock. I just most likely will start a position soon and just average in. I want to see the earnings first in 2-3 weeks and then decide. It doesn't matter to me if the price is now, let's say, 170, and after earning, let's say it's $200, and I want to start, a position with $1,000 out of 10,000, as I said, for example, I will buy at $200 instead of 167. It's fine. I'm okay with that, as long as I'm not putting 10,000 in one go. That's basically how I think. And if it goes down to, 120, 130. So I'll buy, I'll buy $1,000 more shares, but after the earnings. That's what I think. because I'm not doing day trade and I'm not planning to hold them for a month or a week. Planning to hold Beyond Meat because I think Beyond Meat will be here long term, as well as Walmart, that I will link the video at the end. Walmart is a much better candidate to be here long term. Now everyone will be here long term, Walmart, Costco and Kroger, but between those three I would pick Walmart, and I will do another target video as well in the next couple of days. Let's move on. In conclusion, Beyond Meat is an hot IPO, I think from like 2 years ago. They're expanding rapidly. Yes, they're still negative. Yes, everything is negative. You know, I can't do a Warren Buffett value formula. I love their products. Beyond Meatballs, I like that. Beyond Sausage, I eat that in Dunkin' Donuts almost on a daily basis. And the Beyond Burger, I buy this every weekend at the grocery store, Walmart, or someone else. I still eat that. It's not a big deal. What else they have? Cookout Classic, I need to try this one. Beyond Beef, need to try this one. I haven't seen that with the SKUs. Beyond Sausage, I also ate. It's pretty good. They have Taco Crumbles, also they don't sell it too much. Either way, they're expanding to more products and more stores, and more fast food brands are selling their product. That's why they need to infuse cash into the system. I like the financials. I don't love them. I like them, and I will most likely start a position. But that's just me. You do your own decision based on you. If I bring you guys any sort of value, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell notification. I hope this was helpful about Beyond Meat. Nothing that I can do regarding finding the exact price that where it should trade. All I know is there's a lot of short sellers in this company, and the projection for the next couple of years is pretty negative, and the analysts are pretty negative as well with the price target. Compare that with the all-time high in the Nasdaq and the markets in general, and earnings 2-3 weeks from now. Make your own decision. I already made mine. I'm probably gonna average into this stock and hold it for the next decade. That's all. That's my plan. If I bring you guys value, subscribe again, hit the bell, leave a comment if you have Beyond Meat in your portfolio. Thank you guys very much, and I will see you in the next video. Yeah.